Hey guys, welcome back to Mosh's Pegasus or Hunger Games, and we're on episode 7. Finally, the Quintessential Quartets. Sorry it took so long. I came up with 12 of them, and I tried recording it twice, but I messed up on the recordings, and I had to kick 2 of them out to save for a future episode of Hunger Games Simulator. Also because I left out 2 really good suggestions that I came up with, and I kicked myself for it. So, no more lollygagging. Let's just get to our districts, alright? District 1, we have Dorothy Gale, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. District 2, we have Jerry, Elaine, George, and Cosmo from Seinfeld. I'm not familiar with Seinfeld, so sorry if I got any names wrong. District 3, we got Cartman, Stan, Kyle, and Kenny from South Park. District 4, we have Vivian, Rick, Neil, and Mike from The Young Ones. The best way I can describe the show is roughhousing college comedy in the vein of Monty Python. Other than that, it's really hard to describe. I'm sorry. District 5, we got Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. District 6, we got Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo from Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not familiar with these guys either. I just put it down there because I'd be damned if I didn't. District 7, we got Skipper, Kowalski, Rico, and Private from the Penguins of Madagascar. Yeah, I know they're not a meme anymore, but whatever, better late than never. District 8, we got Tommy, Chucky, Dylan, Lil from Rugrats All Grown Up. Special thanks to Lil Miss Rancy Pants on Tumblr for giving me that suggestion. I had to use the All Grown Up version. I hope you don't mind. District 9, we have Moira, Reaper, McCree, and Genji from Overwatch Retribution. District 10, we have Makoto, Hajime, Kaede, and Shuichi from the Danganronpa franchise. Special thanks to KaroGoat11037 on Tumblr for giving me that suggestion. District 11, we have the Quickster, Captain Magma, the Elastic Waistband, and Miss Appear from SpongeBob. More specifically, the International Justice League of Super Acquaintances. You know, because if you remember in Dynamic Duos, I had Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. And in District 12, we had the Teen Girl Squad! Cheerleader, so-and-so, what's her face? The Ugly One! Alright, so out of these 48, who am I going to pick as my 6? Because we got double the tributes and double the fun. I'm getting down a piece of paper right now so I can write them down. So I'm going to go with the Cowardly Lion, Vivian, Sayori, Kaede, Captain Magma, and the Ugly One. Don't ask. I had to choose 6, and whatever. Let's just get on with it already. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Da, 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 da! Tommy stays at the cornucopia for resources. The Tin Man runs away. So-and-so, Yuri, and the Cowardly Lion get to a fight. The Cowardly Lion triumphantly kills them both. What the crap? I just put you on my squad, and now you're doing something? Jerry runs away. Stan takes a sickle. Reaper finds a bag full of explosives. Chucky grabs a jar of fishing bait while Neil grabs fishing gear. Miss Appear runs away. Cheerleader runs away. Hajime runs away. Dill runs away. Monica stabs Genji with a tree branch. Just Monica. Elaine runs away. Kyle runs away. Rico runs away. Mike runs away. Kaede runs away. Donatello breaks the Ugly One's non-existent nose for a basket of bread. Dorothy Gale runs away. Cartman runs away. Sayori, Private, Moira, and Michelangelo share everything they gathered before running. Kowalski runs away. Makoto runs away. Shuichi and Rick fight for a bag. Rick gives up and retreats. What's-her-face, Natsuki, Lil, and the Elastic Waistband share everything they've gathered before running. Kenny runs away. Skipper smashes a bottle of alcohol in a rag. Cosmo Kramer runs away. Magma scares the Scarecrow away from the cornucopia. The Quickster grabs a mace out of Vivian's hands. I mean, I guess that wouldn't be so hard to do. All he could do is go, whoop, and Vivian's mace would be gone. George runs away. Leonardo grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Raphael runs away. McCree runs away. Day 1. Stan overhears the Quickster and Rick talking in the distance. Cartman receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. McCree sprains his ankle while running away from What's-Her-Face. Mike scares Michelangelo off. No comment. Rico, Cosmo, Kramer, and the Elastic Waistman hunt for other tributes. Captain Magma receives an explosive. Natsuki tends to Raphael's wounds. Tommy, Kenny, and the Scarecrow get in a fight. Kenny triumphantly kills them both. Yeah, he's probably thinking, yeah, I'm not gonna die this time! The Ugly One, Moira, Kyle, and Vivian hunt for other tributes. Hajime and Lil split up in search for resources. Joey receives a hatchet. Chucky throws a knife into Neil's chest! There can be only one coward here, I guess. Kaede sets Dorothy Gale on fire with a Molotov. Weren't you supposed to do that to the Scarecrow? Let's be real here. Okay, what's going on here? Dill questions his sanity. Cheerleader diverts misappears attention and runs away. Skipper searches for a water source. Leonardo runs away from the Tin Man. He's probably like, come back here, Leo! I want your heart! Kowalski, Makoto, Reaper, Private, and Sayori hunt for other tributes. The Cowardly Lion scares Elaine off. Typical. George Costanza, Donatello, and Shuichi get into a fight. Shuichi triumphantly kills them both. Sorry for any huge fans of Seinfeld or Duckman or Jason Alexander in particular, because George Costanza is freaking dead. I'm sorry. Monica cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Really, Monica? Really? 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. So-and-so, Yuri, Genji, Tommy Pickles, the Scarecrow, Dorothy Gale, George Costanza, Donatello, and Monica. Night 1. Misappear, Moira, and the Elastic Waistband sleep in shifts. Cheerleader attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Private and Skipper sleep in shifts. Jerry fends Mike Kowalski and the Ugly One away from his fire. Chucky, the Quickster, and the Cowardly Lion sleep in shifts. Makoto tends to Cosmo's wounds. Lil goes to sleep. Michelangelo receives medical supplies. Rick tries to treat his infection. Captain Magma, Shuichi, and Kyle get into a fight. Kyle triumphantly kills them both. Alright, there goes Captain Magma. Dang it. Better cross him off screen. Hajime dies from thirst. Dill receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Leonardo receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Raphael cooks his food before putting his fire out. Kaede destroys the Tin Man's supplies while he's asleep. Cartman and Rico hold hands. Natsuki is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Kenny tends to What's-Her-Face's wounds. Sayori stays up all night. Elaine is awoken by nightmares. Vivian lets Reaper into his shelter. I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not. Dan is awoken by nightmares. McCree looks up at the night sky. Day 2. Moira kills Makoto with her hatchet. Dale camouflages himself in the bushes. Misappear sprains her ankle while running away from Elaine. She can't spare a square, Elaine. Cut her some slack. Mike hunts from other tributes. The Tin Man shoots an arrow at Leonardo, but misses and shoots the Cowardly Lion instead. Betrayal! Also, one of my tributes is now gone, so yeah. Raphael searches for firewood. Kaede searches for a water source. Lil questions her sanity. Stan picks flowers. The Quickster sets an explosive off, killing McCree. Sorry, I had to check something for a second. Skipper makes a slingshot. Vivian cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. What the crap, Vivian? That is so unlike you! Now I gotta cross him off too. Great. That's just great. He didn't even get a single kill. Natsuki questions her sanity. Rick attacks Jerry, but he manages to escape. Cartman, Kowalski, and Rico hunt for other tributes. The Ugly One travels to higher ground. Private hunts for other tributes. Michelangelo scares What's-Her-Face off. Kenny, Kyle, Chucky, Reaper, and raid Cosmo's camp while he's hunting. The Elastic Waistband makes a slingshot. Why can't he be the slingshot? Sayori receives a hatchet. Cheerleader searches for a water source. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Captain Magma, Shoichi Saihara, Hajime Hinata, Makoto Naegi. Alright, Kaede, you're the only hope. The Cowardly Lion, Jesse McCree, and Vivian. Night 2. Kyle thinks about winning. The Quickster and Mike run into each other and truce for the night. Rico severely slices Kowalski with a sword. Betrayal! The Ugly One sets up camp for the night. Reaper looks up in the night sky. The Elastic Waistband, Elaine, and Stan sleep in shifts. Skipper, Raphael, and What's-Her-Face sleep in shifts. Dill thinks about winning. Jerry kills Kaede as she tries to ride. Cartman defeats Sayori in a fight but spares her life. For some reason. Cheerleader, Private Natsuki, Cosmo, Kramer, and Rick all sleep in shifts. The Tin Man receives a hatchet. That's actually a good idea now that I think about it. Michelangelo, Moira, and Kenny sleep in shifts. A lot of sleepovers are being thrown tonight. What's going on? Chucky destroys Leonardo's supplies while he's asleep. Lil questions her sanity. Miss Appear claims a tree to rest. Day 3. Reaper and Cheerleader split up to search for resources. Kyle repeatedly stabs Miss Appear to death with size. It's a miracle he was able to find her, let alone kill her. Michelangelo diverts Leonardo's attention and runs away. Okay, good, no betrayal. Dill picks flowers. Kenny scares Sayori off. Chucky and Stan work together for the day. Skipper injures himself. Natsuki discovers a cave. The Quickster goes hunting. Private, Cartman, Lil, and Mike hunt for other tributes. The Elastic Waistband accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Typical Patrick. Raphael camouflages himself in the bushes. Cosmo Kramer goes hunting. The Ugly One and Rico hunt for other tributes. What's-Her-Face receives medical supplies. Rick tends to Jerry's wounds. Yeah, considering that you were trying to kill Jerry earlier, I have no idea what's going on here. The Tin Man makes a wooden spear. Moira hunts for other tributes. Elaine explores the arena. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Kowalski, Kaede Akamatsu. Wait a minute, how did she die? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm an idiot. Anyway, 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance for Kowalski, Kaede Yakamatsu, Miss Appear, and the Elastic Waistband. Night 3. The Tin Man and Lil sleep in shifts. No comment. What's-Her-Face receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Skipper looks up at the night sky. Rico bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Stan cries himself to sleep. Cartman thinks about winning, as Cartman would do. Rick is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Elaine receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Cosmo sees a fire but stays hidden. Cheerleader and Dill talk about the tribute still alive. The Ugly One, Chucky, and the Quickster all sleep in shifts. Leo passes out from exhaustion. Natsuki, Michelangelo, and Mike start fighting, but Michelangelo runs away as Natsuki kills Mike. Sayori screams for help. Raphael, Kenny, Reaper, and Private tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Jerry severely injures Kyle and leaves him to die. I heard Jerry Seinfeld's a pretty big fan of South Park. Why would he go all AWOL on the South Park characters? Moira dies trying to escape from the arena. Day 4. Stan repeatedly stabs Private to death with size. Lil tries to spearfish with a trident, but Quickster constructs a shack. Not that would take him much effort. Cartman questions his sanity. Skipper picks flowers. Very out of character. Dill discovers a river. The Reaper defeats Elaine in a fight, but spares her life. Jerry injures himself. The cheerleader receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Chucky receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Cosmo tries to spearfish with a trident. Rick goes hunting. Natsuki constructs a shack. Leonardo stabs the Ugly One while her back is turned. Alright, Sayori. I hope you don't commit suicide, because you're my only hope. Sorry for the spoilers of the game. Raphael begs for Kenny to kill him. He refuses, keeping Raphael alive. Michelangelo attacks Sayori, but she manages to escape. Alright, great job, Sayori. Like I said, you're my only hope. The teen man sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. What's-her-face receives a hatchet. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance for Rico, Mike, Kyle, Moira, Private, and the Ugly One. Night 4. The Reaper kills the Tin Man for his supplies. He's probably going to make armor out of his metal body. Sorry, that sounded really dark even for the Hunger Games. Jerry, Kenny, Sayori, and Cartman tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Chucky and Skipper huggle for warmth. Natsuki stays awake all night. Elaine climbs a tree to rest. Cheerleader cries herself to sleep. Leonardo fends the Quickster, Cosmo, and Lil away from his fire. Michelangelo receives an explosive. Rick lets Dill into his shelter. Okay. Raphael, Stan, and What's-Her-Face cheerfully sing songs together. Day 5. Chucky constructs a shack. Natsuki tries to spearfish with her trident. Skipper receives clean water. Cosmo explores the arena. Rick receives another explosive. Sayori stabs Elaine in the back with a trident. Alright! Sayori gets her first kill! Keep going, Sayori, I believe in you! What's-Her-Face receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Bill and the Quickster hunt for other tributes. Raphael receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Cheerleader stabs Lil while her back is turned. Michelangelo diverts Cartman's attention and runs away. Reaver poisons Jerry's drink. He drinks it and dies. Kenny constructs a shack. Actually, I'm surprised Kenny's lasted this long. I forgot to point that out. Anyway, Stan thinks about home. Leonardo makes a slingshot. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Tin Man, Elaine, Lil, and Jerry. Night 5. Rick thinks about winning. Michelangelo, Natsuki, and Reaper discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Kenny receives fresh food. Hartman and Cheerleader sleep in shifts. Raphael cries himself to sleep. The Quickster cries himself to sleep. Chucky destroys Reaper's supplies while he's asleep. Sayori is awoken by nightmares. Okay, good, she's not dead. Leonardo starts a fire. Stan thinks about home. What's-Her-Face climbs a tree to rest. Cosmo defeats Dill in a fight but spares his life. Day 6. What's-Her-Face and Raphael split up for resources. Kenny overhears Rick and Sayori talking in the distance. Cheerleader receives an explosive. Michelangelo travels to higher ground. Stan discovers a cave. Cosmo diverts Dill's attention and runs away. Chucky, Leonardo, Cartman, Natsuki, and Skipper hunt for other tributes. Reaper tries to spearfish with a trident. Quickster cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. I'd love to imagine how that would go down, but at the same time, do I really want to know that? 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance for the Quickster. Night 6. Dill thinks about home. Rick begs for Michelangelo to kill him. He refuses, keeping Rick alive. Cheerleader goes to sleep. What's-Her-Face bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Raphael receives a hatchet. Natsuki quietly hums. I would sing that Your Reality song, but that's kind of Monica's song, so yeah, sorry. Cosmo attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Leonardo receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Cartman falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Chucky defends Sayori, Kenny, and Skipper away from his fire. Reaper kills Stan as he tries to run. Yeah, Kenny's the last one standing here. Kenny McCormick is the last one from South Park standing in this Hunger Games. Think about that. The priest! The priest! We're going to the priest! The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Sayori decides not to go. Good girl, Sayori. Natsuki, Cheerleader, and Kenny get into a fight. Kenny triumphantly kills them both. Chucky decides not to go. Reaper is unable to convince Dill not to kill him. The Edgelord of Overwatch, Reaper, is killed by a 12-year-old. How pathetic. Rick decides not to go. Leonardo decides not to go. Raphael decides not to go. Skipper decides not to go. Cosmo sobs while grabbing a big photo of his friends and family. Michelangelo bleeds out. Kenny tends to Skipper's wounds. Day 7. Kenny tends to Skipper's wounds. Dill defeats Raphael in a fight but spares his life. Sayori tries to spearfish with a trident. Chucky overhears Rick and Cosmo talking in the distance. Leonardo makes a wooden spear. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. What's her face? Eric Cartman. Stan Marsh. Sorry, I forgot his last name for a second. Natsuki, Cheerleader, Reaper, and Michelangelo. If Kenny actually wins these games, I'm gonna lose it. Night 7. Kenny sets up camp for the night. Skipper screams for help. Rick and Chucky hold hands. Leonardo sees a fire but stays hidden. Sayori convinces Raphael to snuggle with her. Dill cries himself to sleep. Cosmo tries to treat his infection. Day 8. Rick steals from Raphael while he isn't looking. Skipper travels to higher ground. Dill forces Chucky to kill Leonardo or Cosmo. He decides to kill Leonardo. Sayori camouflages herself. Kenny makes a slingshot. 1 cannon shot can be heard for Leonardo. Night 8. Cosmo's trap kills Skipper. Yay! Penguin meat! Dill cooks his food before putting his fire out. Sayori receives fresh food. Kenny looks at the night sky. Raphael silently snaps Rick's neck. Chucky tries to treat his infection. Day 9. Dill and Kenny work together for the day. Chucky travels to higher ground. Sayori thinks about home. Cosmo sprains his ankle running away from Raphael. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance for Skipper and Rick. Night 9. Dill, Cosmo, Kenny, and Chucky sleep in shifts. Raphael and Sayori both lose sight of where they are. Day 10. Sayori fishes. Kenny attempts to climb a tree but falls on Raphael, killing them both. Oh my gosh! They killed Kenny! You bastard! Trust me, I've been waiting for nearly 30 minutes to say that. Chucky explores the arena. Cosmo thinks about home. Dill accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Second person having little to no luck with landmines. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance for Kenny, Raphael, and Dill. Night 9. Sayori spears Cosmo in the abdomen. Chucky accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. So, that means the winner is Sayori from District 5. Yes, I finally get a victory here. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Oh, and I guess she had another kill. I forgot to mark that. Alright. So, oh, and Kenny got the most kills. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And let me know what other Hunger Games you want to see next. I'm trying to come up with a Valentine's Day one, so let me know what couples you want to see in there. So until next time, peace.